Hey y'all, it's Craig with the Bickhams right here on a Sunday morning, y'all. It's about as close to wintertime as we're gonna get down here, y'all. 48 degrees in October. That is like not normal for us. So it's time to cook something warm today. As of per request this morning, Melissa has requested taco soup today. We're gonna cook some taco soup and be going live at the same time. So come on, let's get this easy taco soup going and get it made, y'all. Let's go. Hey y'all, happy Sunday morning, y'all. I'm Craig with Small Town Wreath Shop. How's everybody doing today? Y'all come on in with the Bickhams on YouTube as well, y'all. We're just to make some easy taco soup. Get it going before church. That way it can be simmering, and when we get back, we got lunch made. It's about as close to wintertime, 48 degrees, as we see down here in southwest Mississippi. So let's get after it, y'all. Easy peasy recipe, y'all. Let me set my spoon down. I don't need my spoon. So I got about 2 pounds, maybe a little better than 2 pounds of ground meat. We're gonna just brown the ground meat up, and we're gonna get the onions and everything all going at one time. So we're just gonna kind of get that kind of stirred around. I didn't get my little chopper out. I'm just gonna use the spoon this morning. I hope y'all having a good Sunday morning. I got 1 onion, y'all, 1 Vidalia onion. All right, so we got our onions going. I'm able to cook this and not drain it. Now we're not going in with the maybe peppers. Slice some peppers maybe. They're just better. They can't be real firm because it pushes the blades out. So, and y'all know I like my frozen seasoning blend. I will have to cook a little water off of this because it's frozen. Yeah, I don't know. You talking about the chopper like this? We have one of those too. I'd rather cut it with a knife, y'all. I mean, I like cutting my stuff with a knife. I saw that thing and I said, you know what? I'm gonna try that on my onions this morning. Negative. That's a big negative on that Ghost Rider. All right, this is some frozen peppers and onions. Like I said, we're keeping this really easy, y'all. This is going to be really simple, really easy. 1 pot, it makes a lot. Now I got to wipe my stove. There's an onion right there. Where'd he come from? Y'all know I like to wipe those as I kind of go. Y'all. And then I like to keep my rag on. Alright, so we got all the veggies that we're going to use in this. Onions, peppers. We will put the garlic. I'm not putting that yet. We're going to let that cook. And then we've got all of our canned stuff and our seasonings. And I'm going to start. I've got 3 cups of beef broth. So we're going to start with that once this gets brown. I've got 1. I've already cut the tops because nobody wanted to see me fight that can opener. So I've cut both ends of my tomato paste, so y'all know I can push that out. We got 1 can of corn drained. I've got 1 chili ready tomatoes with the pop top. I don't know why they all don't make that. They put the can opener people out of business. Pinto beans. I'm not going to drain the pintos. And I've got 1 can of chili beans that's, got the little chili flavor. It's going to be good in the taco stuff. I was missing the black beans. I evidently used my can of black beans, and I was supposed to use this. Hard-boiled eggs. Yeah, but y'all, and I know he looks a little dingy because he sits up here. Let me wipe him off and I'll show y'all. Because I don't use him very much, but for hard-boiled eggs, y'all, that little rascal right there with them little wires in it, pink, it does good. It works real good. He's a little egg dude. I don't know where she got that. Good morning, Miss Glory. So we got our tomatoes, 2 cans of Rotel. I'm not going to drain the Rotel, so I've got 2 cans of Rotel and 1 little heat. And we got all of our seasonings. I'm not going to add any salt. If I add any salt, it's going to be in my little mixture. I'm just not adding straight salt, y'all. You can do that later after it's all cooked down and you've tasted it. And you can see if it needs any salt. Alright, so what I'm going to do is we're just going to start adding all of our canned stuff in. So this is the chili beans. I need a spoon. I gotta have a spoon of some sort. So just start adding your stuff in. I am going to put the garlic, but I'm going to put the garlic last. I'm missing the black beans. So if y'all going to follow this recipe, try to get you the black beans if you can. The black beans really make it, makes it look like taco soup. And we were out. If she was awake, I'd tell her to throw on some clothes and go up to Dollar General real quick. You can drain these. This is what I do, y'all. That little bit that's on top, I'm gonna go drain, and I'll take a little water. I just dump the liquid out, take the sink, let it run in there, and I cover it with my hand and I drain it a few times. So there'll still be a little bit in the bottom, but not much. I just don't pour it off. The chili ones were fine. I don't need that. Go ahead and give it a little stir. Now remember, you can make this recipe. That's what I want people to do. Make this recipe your own. Make it like you want. I am doing a little twist on it this morning. It's going to give it a little bit different flavor. Not a whole lot, but it's going to be a little bit. Instead of using a thing of tomato sauce, y'all saw me using my tomato paste. We've got all the tomatoes. You've got to have tomatoes in this recipe, though. If you don't like the Rotel, don't use them. Just use, I'm going to do 1 can of chili ready tomatoes. So this is 2 cans of Rotel, 1 can of chili ready tomatoes. You want to give it that tomato taste. You do not have to drain these. And this makes a big pot, so we're able to freeze it. Y'all know if I'm cooking like this, the kids will eat and then we freeze. So I can send home with Chelsea or whoever comes down, Cassie and them. Because it does make a big pot in the cast iron. And this has to cook down and simmer for a while. So all those tomatoes and all that sugar and stuff will break down. Alright, so this is where we're getting the twist on this morning, y'all. There's your twist. Y'all know what that is, right? I know it's backwards. That's manwich. Manwich original. Y'all know the manwich has a little different flavor than just tomato sauce. So dump that in. It's just a little different flavor, but it has a little bit more seasonings in it other than just using tomato sauce. We're going to put our tomato paste. And if y'all have ever seen me do this, I cut the top and the bottom. I push out like a push pop. Y'all have to fight then I just pull my little metal piece off, lick my finger, and push it out like a push pop, just like so. When it gets in there, get the metal piece off, and just throw it away. Throw it away, throw it away, throw it away. Now it's still, like everything's like still thick. We still haven't put any seasoning yet, so that's what we're just going to do. Just to get the seasoning in, and then you'll start seeing it how it's going to turn into a soup. If you want, I have in the past 1 can of corn, y'all. You can put 2 if you need to. Told them to plug the coffee all the time. Thank you, Miss Luann. I know. I wish they would. I don't know if they contacted me, and I don't know if their department's just not. Bella, she sees something on TV. Oh, Lord. So if you want to put 2 cans, I have got the garbage filled up, y'all. I've like got the garbage full. I have before because I like the way it looked, and it's pretty good. If you want to put a green vegetable of any kind, little green beans, put them in there. This is yours. All right. So while it's kind of getting bubbly, turn it down to medium. Ranch dressing, y'all. You can use the packets. I buy it by the thing at Sam's. You could get if you buy the packets, if you get the zesty one, it's actually really good too. So we're going to do some palmfuls, y'all. I'm going to do 2 palmfuls because this is a big pot, so it's almost going to be like 2 packs of ranch. Ranch powder. Now remember, we haven't put any seasoning yet. Lipton soup mix. Put your Lipton soup mix in there. Substitute, there you go. Yeah, I mean, just substitute. Alright, so Lipton soup mix, that'll give it a darker little flavor. We are going in with all the other stuff here in just a minute. Go down a little more. 2 packs of taco seasoning. If you want, you can try 1 and then taste it. I like 2 because this is, like I said, it's a big pot. And I want to taste the tacos. I want to taste the taco stuff. And this is the Walmart brand, just because we cheap like that. I was saying that we bougie like that when we buy stuff from Walmart, but Melissa said, just tell them we cheap like that. I'm going to put a little bit of my seasoning. This is the only actual salt that's going to go in there. Because y'all know that's all mixed up with salt. So we're going to do like a medium. You know what we're going to do? Oh, let me see if I can get that back in there, y'all. I know everybody's like, oh, how much do you put? How much do you put? Let's see. I got my thing out just for that. Let's take the lid off. Let's see. This is 1.5 tablespoons. I want to see how that compares to what goes in my palm. You know what? Let's don't use that one though. Let's just use the onion. Let's use the onion so I can put just a little salt. Let's see how much 1.5 tablespoons is in the palm of my hand. That's more than I normally put as far as like, that's a big palm. So it is about 1 tablespoon. When I measure in my palm, it's about 1 tablespoon. It's okay to put 1.5 tablespoons if you want. That's just onion. Granulated onion. We got that in there. I wanted to see how much it was. I couldn't find my tablespoon. So, paprika. Same thing, y'all. Palm of paprika. That's probably not quite 1 tablespoon. It's close. Close enough. And we're still gonna put a little bit of mine in there. We're gonna put about half of that. So we're gonna say about 1/2 tablespoon, couple, because that's got a little salt in it. And now this is where we're fixing to get our salt, y'all. We're fixing to get our salt with the chicken broth. So we're gonna start. The beef broth. We're gonna start adding the beef broth in. I may have to stir it to see if I got any pieces on the bottom. Hang on, y'all. Let me get my garlic, then I'll stir it with the fork. Alright, so we're going to put a couple of big heaping things of minced garlic. Or no, we'll do one. We're going to do one huge, like, fork. That's going to be enough. Then I'm going to stir that. I just want to make sure I had all them. I made this with chicken. I made that with beef bouillon cubes. So we're just going to pour in some of the beef broth. I ain't going to pour it all. And we're just going to stir. And we're going to get everything mixed up. Now if you want to start tasting, you can start tasting. And it will thin out a little bit. Now, this is where I wish we had the black beans. If I had the black beans, and not saying that we might not still run and go get a thing of black beans and add them in there, because it just looks really good. A little more. To give it some color, since I don't have the black beans, y'all, we're going to go in with a little bit of my dried parsley. And we're going to give that way you got those little green specks. Now, this is going to be a couple of tablespoons. I like my dried parsley. You can use fresh if you want. I've got some, I'm not going to put it, but I've got some cilantro paste. But if you don't like cilantro, don't put that in there. I've got some garlic paste. Now this is a good consistency here, and I still got a little beef broth left, so you probably could have got by with 2 cups. That's a pretty good little, like a tomato soup consistency. And that's it. Now at this point, you can taste it. If you want to taste it, I got that big spoon that I got the beans out with, so I'm gonna stir with that, and I'm just gonna take a little swig. Then I can tell, you know, later on as everything cooks, I'll come back and I'll taste it before we serve it to see if I need to put any Yeah, Melissa likes hominy too. I don't like hominy like plain. I gotta jazz hominy up though. Now, you don't have to do this. We like our stuff a little bit spicy down here, just a little bit. The Rotel's not giving it a lot of spice. So we're gonna put about a teaspoon. We're gonna put about a teaspoon of cayenne. Leave that out if you don't want it. Now the only other thing that I put to cut some of that acid from the tomatoes is I always put a little bit of brown sugar. And y'all know I never put no bread in here. You take my knife. So those two big old chunks right there, they going in there. It don't take a whole lot. I'm just trying to get in the chunks. That's not a quarter of a cup. I just put a little bit in there to cut some of that acid. I need to get that out of there. I do like y'all said, put some bread or something in there. Y'all had all kinds of good ideas. Ooh, I'm missing my black bean colors in there though. Really, really am. If it doesn't taste, for us, if it doesn't taste taco-y enough, then I keep a big thing of taco seasoning. So if I want to add some more taco seasoning, good morning, Miss Betty, I'll just put some more. But I'm going to let it simmer and let it do its thing for at least a while. I'm going to make sure I get it bubbly again. And when it gets bubbly, we're going to cut it to simmer. And we're going to just let her rip tater chip. And it'll cook. It's 9 o'clock now. I'll probably let it cook on low till lunch. Alright, y'all. So that's the recipe. Easy taco soup. Don't let it intimidate you. It's very, very simple. Make it your own. Change it up if you'd like, but I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, if you got any value from our videos, give us a thumbs up, give us a like, give us a share, subscribe to our With the Bickhams channel, and we will see y'all for the next recipe. Stay sweet, be blessed. We'll see y'all later.